In my first video, I kind of gave a little bit of an overview about factors that are important to, in regards to testosterone production in the body. In the last video, I talked about nutrition and how that's important. In this video, I'd like to talk a little bit about exercise, and that's something that can certainly have an impact on your testosterone levels, for some people at least. For others, it may not have a significant impact. One of the things that I've noticed is ever since I started hiking in a kind of forest area, state park, I've noticed a higher sense of well-being. Last time, maybe about a month, a little bit over a month ago, I got my testosterone levels checked, maybe close to 2 months now, and it was about 518, which is in the it's in the normal range, maybe slightly below the median for the age range that I'm in. I'm 32 years old, so I think the median would be around 600 to 650. Yeah, overall I don't feel terrible. I feel pretty good right now. But I like to optimize my hormonal production. That's why I'm interested in this kind of stuff. So for months, I've tried for several months using exercise, particularly weightlifting, to increase testosterone levels. The reason why I want to increase my testosterone levels is because I want to increase my energy levels. And for some people that there's a correlation there. For others, there may not be a correlation. One person may not have much of a difference in energy in at a level of 518 versus 800-900. I don't know, which is why I'm just experimenting. But there are some things that can work. I'm trying to heal my metabolism. I want to improve the functioning of my thyroid, and that's something that can help with testosterone. Having a nice high metabolism. Sunlight, which I'll talk about in another video, as something that can help with that. But as far as exercise goes, what I experimented with was I heard the idea that if you do compound movements, multiple sets of squats, something like a ripple toe or starting strength, heavy squats, 5x5 or 3x10, 3x12, 4x6, squats, deadlifting, shoulder press, rows, these things that supposedly increase the level of androgens in your body, and I'm sure they do, but I think that for some people it can create a stressful response and have an opposite effect. I think I may be one of them. I've tried doing lifting heavy weights, heavy compound movement, squats, deadlifting, heavy bench presses, shoulder presses, rows, and at the end of the day, I just didn't feel good in the days after. Momentarily for like an hour or two, I get a heightened sense of well-being, but that typically didn't last. And what I'm finding now is that what gives me a higher sense of well-being is mostly daily walking, especially weighted backpack rucking in the forest. That's something that really helps with my sense of well-being. I don't know if it's increased my T levels or not, but so that's something that you can try. As I mentioned in my first original video, exercise. Common advice is heavy compound movements, and that may work for some people. Now, I'm skeptical that works for everyone. I've seen guys in weightlifting forums who are very strong. They have 500 plus maybe squats. They're very strong. They lift heavy weights. They don't overtrain. They maybe lift 2 or 3 days a week, and they still have low testosterone and symptoms of low testosterone. So that it may not be that important for some people. While for others, when one guy may improve his diet, and he may jump from 300 to 600 to 700, through diet and weightlifting. Great if that works for you, but we're not all in the same box. So if you've tried weightlifting and you don't feel great weightlifting, maybe try going out in nature, go hiking. Grab a, maybe start off with like a 10 or 15 pound backpack and just, walk briskly up a hill. Start off maybe doing it 30 minutes to an hour, depending on your fitness level, and do that a few times a week, maybe two times a week, 2 or 3 times a week, and that's something that may help with the production of testosterone. If not your sense of well-being, which I think is maybe even more important, and they do go hand in hand to a great degree. So playing sports like like baseball and soccer, these are things that require sprinting. That's something that you may want to try as well. Doing something that you enjoy. If you enjoy playing soccer, if you enjoy playing baseball, if you enjoy playing basketball, there's a lot of stopping and going, sprinting. Sprinting works large amounts of muscles, which helps with the production of testosterone. So that's something that can maybe help your sense of well-being and testosterone levels to a degree. So that's something that you may want to try in the exercise modality. Playing sports or weightlifting. Personally, I play table tennis maybe a couple times a week, 2 or 3 times a week. Right now I'm focusing on rucking maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and on the other days off, maybe long walking, maybe not long walking, but like maybe 30 minutes to an hour of walking on my rest days, right? Slow walking, not brisk walking, right? Because what I find is when I do consecutive days over and over of brisk walking, I tend to burn out. So I want to be mindful of that as well. Walking is very good. Movement in itself is very good. And if you're walking, if you're able to walk an hour plus a day and you're able to tolerate it, that's something that can really increase your sense of well-being. It can, for sure. Not for everyone, but go ahead and try it. If you tried weightlifting, if you tried the heavy compound movements, if you tried, the common protocols of high-intensity interval training, heavy weightlifting, and that doesn't work out, maybe try walking. Try walking longer distances each day. That's something that may be able to help lower your cortisol levels, lower your stress hormone levels, and increase the ratio of cortisol to testosterone, and also help lower your estrogen levels as well. So it has that added benefit. So if you want to go walking, that's something that I endorse. Other than playing sports, weightlifting, hiking, just move. You were designed to move as a human being. We evolved billions and billions of years. Actually, I'm not sure how long humans have been around, but we have certainly evolved through movement, and that's something that is in our DNA, I'm sure. So for me, the most important thing might be movement right now. Consistent daily movement, because I'd lift weights a couple times a week, and then I'd go sit down and quite a lot, and I just didn't feel a high sense of well-being from lifting weights. So as much as I do now from carrying a weighted backpack a couple times a week. So yeah, go ahead and try that out. See how it goes. If you have any questions or any feedback, just feel free to leave them. I hope you guys learned something. All right, I'll talk to you later.